You all right?
Yes.
Are you sure? You don't sound like it.
I didn't have Stella all day today.
Oh my goodness.
She had to get a haircut. But
She was at the groomers for 4 hours, and he still hasn't recovered.
she missed me.
Yeah.
She was very grumpy when we picked her up.
Well, yeah.
She was
It was
upset.
not the lifestyle she's accustomed to.
That's true. That's very true.
She was in a cage instead of like an animal,
Oh,
instead of on one of her 5 beds around this house.
whoa. You
Yeah.
forgot the couch. Couch is 6
Oh,
beds.
the one she's not supposed to be.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one.
Mm.
But she's back now.
She looks so
Uh,
nice. She smells so good.
I could put a picture of her right here.
There's
See?
Stella.
There she is. She made the podcast.
Finally.
Finally made the podcast.
I was thinking like one of the times, like if I can't make it, you should just have her sitting here. Like,
Maybe we could do like an AI dog head talking.
oh yeah.
Wow. And I could have her talk. Okay, let me write it down.
See, I just got replaced.
Stella. Okay. We'll do a Stella
She's
pod.
being on
She does.
camera, though. We've established that, but yeah, we've been busy though. We've
Oh my gosh.
been writing.
And yeah, we've been writing. We've been back in school for a couple weeks.
Yeah, we've had, we have a senior this
Oh
year. Our
my
big
God.
one's a senior, and so we got to go be part of painting his senior parking space. He has reserved parking now,
Fancy.
and so that was such a fun experience.
We didn't get to do that as kids.
No, we didn't. It was like, I don't know, it was a rite of passage, I think, like we missed out on, but I guess it's a more recent trend. I don't know how
Yeah,
long
I
it's been
don't.
around,
Well,
but it was so fun. They had to submit their designs first to be approved,
mhm.
and so it was really neat. This was the first time their school has done it, and so we went out over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, to kind of like lay down the primer and the base coat and things, and then go back for the design. And why are you like dancing?
I'm thinking. I'm like, yeah, we got the stuff.
Yeah,
Then we
it's
had to
like,
do the
listen
primer.
to listen
Then we
to
had to come back later and do the outline. And then we had to color it. And then we had to seal it.
Yeah,
It was just a lot.
but you look like you were like
I was like,
dancing and
yeah.
hearing a song in your head,
Okay.
writing a song about painting a senior parking spot. But it was fun because like the administration was out there walking around talking to families, and then we were getting to see like our son's friends and meet their families and things. And so um it was fun, and then, like, seeing how all the kids' personalities came out with their parking spots, and their designs and what they chose, and it was just so much
It was cool.
creativity. And
I'm glad he picked something simple. And
yeah.
there were a couple of them that were pretty intricate.
Yeah, they turned
And
out amazing, but it took a
12
lot.
by 8 space
Yeah.
was pretty intense. But yeah,
Oh,
it turned out great.
we did a Curious George on a surfboard, just his name, and turned out really cute. He
turned out
said, we asked him like, "Why Curious George?" And he said, "Well, I really like the movie, and I like the Jack Johnson did the soundtrack. I like the soundtrack," which we love because we listened to Jack Johnson when we were back in college, his Brushfire Fairy Tales album.
Road
And
trip.
so, yeah, the boys kind of grew up on that. And so then when he did the Curious George album, it just like married two of his loves, I guess. And so now it's his senior parking spot. So that was
true.
special. And
Yeah, it's just been a long week.
yeah,
Just we're getting the thing is
throes of school, middle school specifically with the little one.
and the homework. Oh,
Yeah, it's just a lot of management, and middle school's hard. Like parenting middle school is hard. Like our kids are amazing. They're incredible. They work so hard. I just stop. They're amazing. But I saw a thing about parenting. It's like it feels hard because it is hard. And I was like, yeah, specifically middle school.
yeah.
I mean, I think
You
a
taught middle
lot of
schoolers at one
I
point.
did. And it's one thing when you get to leave them, at the end of the day and come home, but when they come home with you, no, but I think there's just a lot of learning about like executive function skills. So organization, time management, planning, studying, note taking, all those
Am I in middle school? Because I need
communicating.
because I
Yeah.
need those.
I keep sending him all these parenting, like Instagram posts, but I'm really like, did you read this closely? But
Wait.
not just, trying to figure out like what planners work. Do we use paper planners? Do we use reminders on the phone, sticky notes, digital planners? Just trying. And we just tell the boys, like, just find what works for you. There's no right answer. It's what's right for you. And so we've been asking, ourselves and people around us, like, what do you use? How do you stay organized? And just realizing that so many people have multiple systems of organization, and with the reminders and the alarms and the sticky notes and, handwrite things written on the back of your hand. So it is just a challenging time. I feel like just
Says kiss the wife.
uh,
Uh,
You don't like to kiss on the
All
podcast.
right, let's save it for later. Let's save that one.
I'll wait and take a kissy picture with you. That's your act.
Oh,
favorite.
kissy pictures, yes.
Anyway,
It's been a heck
maybe
of a
wear
couple
long
weeks.
sleeves so you can
So I could cover it up.
like
Oh,
Joey and friends with
oh my
his
gosh.
pick grandma up from airport and go to the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Wow, Friends references.
Always. It's
Wow,
my
good.
personality.
Good.
But yeah, so just trying to get into the swing of school. I feel like every year we crawl to summer break and then we relax and fully enjoy it. And then it takes all of us a while to kind of get our brains turned back on to that structure and that system. Yeah. So it's been a lot, but been enjoying the podcast. Great feedback from our interview with our authors and things. And we have a new author for you today. So we're excited to share that with you.
And as we get these new authors, I've really been thinking a lot about how do we
I'm always scared when he says I've been thinking. I'm like, oh goodness.
Do we have a name for our 3 diehard fans? You know what I mean? Like
the 3 verified.
You know what I mean? Like where Taylor Swift has Swifties, we've got Beyonce and the Bayhive, and the Beliebers, the Lady Gaga, the Little Monsters.
Yeah.
Like, do we have a cool name for the Our Next Chapter podcast fans?
I'm terrified what you might.
So what I've done is I've written a list of ones to run by you today.
Great.
And so I just want to get your POV, your thought, your brain matter jiggling,
you want to
thinking
see how
about this.
you can turn my face.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Darling?
Mm-hmm.
Never. Okay. We'll start simple. I've got some spicy ones at the bottom, but we'll start simple.
Okay. I'm still recovering from the ham sandwich serenade.
Hey, baby. Hey,
girl.
Hey, girl. You like that ham sandwich?
No, I still don't like ham.
That it went on so long. That made me happy.
Still don't like ham.
Hey, girl, you want a chicken sandwich? Chicken?
Maybe.
Okay. I got some names here to run by. You ready?
Excited. What's our fan base called?
Fan base is called the HEAs.
Okay.
So we could own hashtag.
Could we?
I don't know. Okay, that's a medium.
Okay.
Let me keep going.
Also, how would they know that that's us? Like
that's true. You're right. I've got some more that are more us later. I've actually got the majority of them are more us.
Okay.
Okay. You know how we have like a book club?
Yeah.
What if we have the pod club?
Okay. And
I don't know. I just think about our fans getting this tattoo on their shoulder.
Pod club?
The pod club. Maybe
if anybody's gonna get a tattoo for our podcast, I wanna speak with them first. I'll be like, are you okay?
As long as it's a picture of Stella.
Oh, yeah, okay. That makes sense.
This one's kind of, it feels more like a name, like a pun name. But the page turners. Like we're all pages.
And we're page
turners.
And we did find that I think there's an author named Paige Turner.
Oh, nice. Okay. I'll keep going. Let me keep going. Here we go. This one's more like us. Our next chapter.
Okay.
What if they are nexties?
Better.
Mm?
Closer, warmer. Yeah.
Nexties? Okay. What about this? This one is chapter heads. Chapter heads. I'm a chapter head.
I mean, maybe.
Sounds like you're the head of a chapter of something, though. Let me scratch that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's true.
What about nexters? Our next chapter. They're nexters.
I think I like it better than nexties.
Nexties.
No, you didn't. You said nexties.
Oh. Yeah. I was thinking nexties, something else.
Well, that's definitely vetoed then. So nexters.
Okay, fine.
The top.
What about
this
at
the moment?
So if I had chapter plus besties, they could be chapties. Chapties?
Oh, I thought you were going to say chesties.
Let me Google that. Hold on.
Please don't.
Oh.
Not under my
chapties.
Please.
Chapties. Hey, we're chapties. It's like we're chaps. Yeah. And we're chapters. And we're chapties.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to put a star next to that one.
Yeah.
I've only got 2 more and they're kind of spicy.
Oh, goodness. Can I cover my face while
you know how books have cliffhangers? What if we had cliff bangs? You know?
What's the significant? Like, where does bang come from?
It's like when closed door chapter ends, it ends on a cliff bang.
Is that a real thing?
No, but it sounds like it, doesn't it? I just made that up. Dadgummit. All right. Put it in Wikipedia. I made that up. Okay. Here's my last one. And my favorite one.
Oh, is it going to be?
It's not good.
Are we cutting it?
It's not appropriate.
Okay. Well, if there's a beep here, you'll know that
All right.
it got vetoed.
It is. You know how you have like readers? Like, oh, there are readers. What if they're, and you know how like women like to call each other, "What's up, bitch?" Ah?" Like they'll call each other these negative names as a
Yeah.
fun thing.
Uh-huh.
What about read whores?
Is
Read whores.
But is that like a
Read horse.
play on some other word? Like usually when
It's
you
like
say
readers, but we're putting a W in there. Read horse.
again, I
Huh?
don't know how that connects directly to us.
Because we're read horse. You know, little monsters doesn't really connect to Gaga. Like,
Yeah.
you know? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know
What
that
do you
I
think?
would like our fans calling themselves whores, but
Well, I'm just
yeah.
so chapties then so far. Chapties. All right. If you have an idea out there,
No, nexters
nexters,
or maybe chapties.
because chapter and
I
besties
don't
is
know.
fun.
I don't think this is something you choose for yourself either. If we should get to the level of status that you get to
What if it's
have
like
fans with a name,
friends of Matt, the
perfect.
Maddies, like they want to be like Maddie, you
What
know?
if we call them the Stelly Bellies? They're done. Easy. Cut. Print.
Okay, Silly Bellies it is. Good. That's me writing. You can probably hear that on the microphone. I wrote it down.
The Stelly Bellies.
The Stelly Bellies it is. Well, now we
Great.
can move
I'm
on.
glad that's decided.
We
Can
can
we
move on.
introduce our author now?
Okay, let's do the music first, and then we'll introduce ourselves and we'll talk about what's on the show today.
All right. Hi, I'm Andrea.
And I am MV.
Okay. And welcome to our next chapter podcast. We are a married couple, been together since 10th grade, and we decided to write our first romance
Working on it.
novel together. It's in
Work-
process. It's
slowly,
coming
surely.
along. Trying not to kill it in the edits. Just let it exist first.
Let it breathe.
Then make it perfect. And so we started this podcast to document that process. And so
on.
along the way,
Come with
we
us.
played some games. We started spotlighting the authors we love, and then now we started interviewing authors. And
Whoa!
we're excited today. We get
Yeah.
to introduce you to a new author.
Yes, we do. Today
She's
we are.
not new.
She's not new.
New to us. And
Yes.
yeah.
We're going to be talking to Kathleen Barber here in a minute, and we'll hit that interview, and then afterwards we can have a little more chat because I've got some other things to run by you, and I want to hear what you've got going on this
I
weekend.
think you need to start running things by me before we record.
We'll see. All right, let's talk to Kathleen. Today, we're thrilled to welcome Kathleen Barber, author of Follow Me and Truth Be Told, which has been turned into an Apple TV adaptation starring Octavia Spencer. Kathleen started her career as an attorney before turning full-time to writing, and she's known for her sharp takes on suspense, the internet, and how stories shape us. Now she's back with something new, her latest novel, Both Things Are True, a smart romantic story that explores love, contradictions, and even a little bit of yoga, which we're going to get into. Kathleen, welcome to our next chapter.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to join you guys.
I know, and I was excited to hear about the yoga too.
Yeah,
I've been working on my yoga over the last year. I'm working on my practice and trying to get it right.
Oh, excellent.
It's fun. Yeah, I've been working. Hold on, I've got it. Hold on, I've got it. Here it comes.
Right out the gate. Evaluate his.
Got my warrior one that then I flip back. I've got the whole thing. I've got it.
Yeah.
Certified dad bod. Don't worry about that part.
Any notes? We know you
yeah,
got
so
your yoga.
Instead of doing the interview, I'm
certification.
suggesting we just do a yoga class.
Oh, well, there
we
you
can just
go.
lead a yoga class.
I know. We
That'd be a
saw you
good
got
book
your
event, actually.
certification in India, right?
I did.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was really, really neat. You know, at the time I wasn't working. I had left my job as a lawyer in 2014. I had actually written Truth Be Told, and it was with my publisher, but it had not been published yet. And I was kind of like, what am I doing with my time? My husband was doing advance work at the moment, so we weren't even actually like living anywhere.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, if I've ever wanted to go do my yoga certification, now's the time.
Fantastic.
I love it.
So
I'm so jealous. That's actually how the podcast came around. We got a little extra time and we're like,
Yeah.
let's do something
This is it.
together.
This
I'm a
is it.
serial
Yeah.
hobby person, so
Yeah.
this is right. Something we can do together.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
love it.
we
I
try.
love it. Yeah, that's so cool. And just I think we saw themes of that in this book of,
Absolutely.
kind of leaving a life you knew and rebuilding towards something else. So that's cool that you
Absolutely.
did that in your personal life. We definitely have some questions about how much of the book was
For sure.
inspired too by that.
So
But
I will start with the question I'm sure everyone's asking you, which is, you've done a lot of suspense, been very successful on that side. Now you've come over to the romance side, and I would love to hear about how that transition happened for you.
Yeah. So I have a lot of friends who are writers who write romance or rom-coms or kind of like upmarket women's fiction that has
hmm
romantic themes in it. And I'd gone on a self-styled writing retreat with three of
nice.
these friends. And at the time I was trying to work on this suspense novel that just was not coming together. Like no matter what I did, I could
Oh, yeah.
not make it come together. It was so frustrating. And my three friends were sitting around the table and they were like laughing and they were like reading these lines that they were writing out loud. And they were just like generally having a blast. And I was I was so
You're just
jealous.
crying
Yeah.
over yours.
Yeah. And then, you're like, did you say engorged? How do I spell that? Yeah. It's one of
Yeah.
those.
So I came back from that writing retreat and I just kind of was like, I need to do something differently.
Yeah.
What
Yep.
they were doing
Yeah.
looked really fun.
Yeah.
And I was reminded that several months before, my agent, who reads like all of my work, even the things that never end up seeing the light of day,
Yeah.
had asked
Bless
me
the
if
agent.
I know, right? Had asked me if I thought I might be interested in writing a rom-com.
Yeah.
She's like, I think you have the right voice for it.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was like, no, I don't think that I do. But having seen the fun my friends were having that in the back of my mind, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, I'm not going to tell anybody.
Mhm.
Yeah. This can be our little secret.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I ended up really, really enjoying it. So
Yeah.
Well, it worked. It definitely
did
worked.
definitely worked.
I love
That's
it.
a good step for
Thank-
sure. And I'm curious too of just your background as a writer. I mean, I know you're a certified book coach, and I didn't know if you studied it at all in the University of Illinois, or was this something as a child that you loved? Like, how did that develop?
Yeah. I have always loved telling stories. My dad was a really good storyteller, and I think that's probably
Oh,
where I
Yep.
got it.
I love that.
But like even as a little kid, I was like writing stories.
Yeah.
And it like you could also tell as a little kid that I didn't just want to write stories. I wanted to publish books because I would
Yep.
make these covers for the stories that I wrote. Like
Oh,
right around the time my first book came out, my mom found one of them in her basement, and that it had like a cover made out of like a cereal box. I had my little story stapled in. Had like
That's so.
but I covered it in like construction paper, so it had like a bind.
yeah.
Had an about the author that was I'm Kathleen, age
Yep.
7.
That's
And
amazing.
I had given myself a Book of the Year award that I made out of
Oh, okay.
so
Wow.
Yeah.
You were probably a multiple winner of that one. Be my guess.
Absolutely. That's
so
amazing.
yeah, so I have always wanted to write.
Yeah, truly. Yeah, this
That's
is
amazing.
just in your genes. Clearly,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Maybe you can talk them into letting you do the next cover for your book. You can
Right.
just hand illustrate it.
Show them your
Yeah, show them
example.
some of your old work and tell them, look what I can
This
do.
is my portfolio. I love
I
it.
mean, if only.
I love it. Yeah.
No,
Um,
yeah, I totally identify. Like that's why, my background is advertising. It's the
Yeah.
same thing. That's why I wanted to be a copywriter, is seeing those stories out in the world and kind of foolishly going, I can write a better story than that. Like I have these stories that they want to come out, and you end up writing notes in the middle of the night and you're got all these thoughts. And so, yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah,
It's
the
exciting.
storytelling element for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I know, so did you study writing along the way, or is that it's just always been a
That's
passion?
awesome.
And
yeah.
yeah.
I had this idea that I could like I could be a lawyer, which was what I thought I wanted to be. My dad was a lawyer.
Yeah.
And also write on the side. And I did not properly conceptualize that once I became a lawyer, I was not going to have any time on the side.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Oh.
life.
And then
yeah.
throw kids on top of that and
Yeah.
everything
all the
else. It's
things.
like,
Yeah.
There's no way.
So busy. I
My-
mean, you were right. It was clearly in you. I
Yes.
mean, just reading. I haven't finished. I'm still like in suspense about how this book finishes.
For
but
sure.
I'm so
Well,
excited. I
excited.
love these characters.
And I know,
yeah.
you know, we're talking about your writing history and being an author coach. I know you're into story structure too, which is
Mhm.
something that is very close to my heart.
Yeah.
I would love to hear about, you know, especially with this book, you know, how it kind of came to life. Like, are you a plotter? Are you a pantser? Are you how does it all work for you?
Well, so I would love to be a plotter. You know, like I said, I used to be a lawyer. I'm a Virgo. I love a spreadsheet.
Love it. Love
I
it.
love to open up the spreadsheet. But then I can't actually plot anything that I can
Yeah.
stick to.
Mhm.
So most of the way that I do it is I try and identify like kind of like my big tentpole scenes, like what the
Yep.
catalyst is going to be, what the midpoint's going to be, and a couple other like big ones along the way.
Yep.
And then I try and like write towards those. And so, I mean, I have wasted a lot of time trying to plan out like scene by scene, chapter by
Yes.
chapter.
Yeah. We're finding
We're
that.
finding the
Yes.
same
We're
thing.
finding
Yeah.
that. Yes. We wanted
Yeah.
to be plotters too, but
Bump it every day.
it's just not. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
we
wanted to be
definitely spent a
plotters
lot of
too.
time trying to plot
Yeah.
things out and
Yeah.
start with themes and things like that. But like you said, there's 2 or 3 scenes that have kind of become the central points.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, how do we?
Yeah.
And as much as I want to plot the line, like when I'm writing it and we're going back and forth, the line is just
Yeah.
so curvy
Yeah.
that it
Yeah.
becomes more work to try to hit my plot points than it is to tell the story, and it feels
The
less
way
organic.
it's coming
Yeah,
out and what the characters say
for
to you.
sure.
Yeah, for sure. And that's
Yeah.
we were kind of curious about that. So, you know, through the episodes of our show, each episode, we kind of talk about different topics or challenges that have
Mm.
come up. And so we think a lot about, you know, in the beginning, we're like, is there some message or central theme that we want to start with? Or trying to think through careers of characters, or
Yep.
do we describe them physically? I'm looking at some of the things. Oh, the age of the characters, you know, how much baggage do they
Yep.
have? Or, you know, how have they shown growth? And so I'm just curious, like for yourself, how do you, you know, especially with these characters, how do they come about for you? Where do you start when you're starting a novel?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is hard to say because I feel like every character starts from like a different point. Uh,
Mm,
so I mean, like Vanessa just kind of came out of kind of like a combination of kind of like experiences and emotions that I'd
mhm.
had.
Absolutely.
But yeah, a lot of things you touched on are definitely things that I think you need to identify, if not before you start writing, at least at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because knowing those things will like help guide your story. So you've mentioned I'm a certified book coach. I'm certified through Author Accelerator, which is Jenny Nash's program. And so she wrote a book called Blueprint for a Book. And the reason that I became certified was because I saw Jenny Nash speak at a conference.
Mm,
Like this blueprint for a book just totally opened up my eyes. It really helped me with my own work. And one of the main things that was in that book that really got to me was she talked about you need to know not necessarily what the theme is, but what the point is, like what you want
Mm.
readers to take away from
yeah.
the story at the end. And that was something that I hadn't necessarily been sitting down to think about. But
Right.
now it's something that I always think about when I start a new piece. It's something that I use to check in with myself along the way to,
I love that.
yeah, because, especially if you're not a plotter, if you're
Yeah.
writing and you get to a point, it's sometimes really helpful to stop and be like, well, wait a second. I said that
Yeah.
Right.
what I wanted people to take away from this story was XYZ thing. Like, is this that I'm writing actually
Yeah.
furthering that? Or is that just kind of like
Yeah.
muddying?
So it almost becomes like an anchor, a tether back
Yeah,
to
it's
your
that
core.
you've created the
Yeah.
North Star, and sometimes you have to
Yeah.
stop and look at the North Star and go, are we headed towards it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I
Yes. 'Cause
love what you
especially
said
if you're
about,
creating something. Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I love what you said about putting yourself in the book, because that's we're finding so much of that, where we start with these characters in one place, and then as we talk about them, they kind of take on some
They
of our traits,
They
and all
seem
of a
to feel
sudden
familiar
they get more
suddenly.
and more
We're
familiar.
like, is this a danger?
We're
Is
like,
this
oh my
just how it
goodness.
evolves? You know, do you just write what you know to start with? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How has
Yeah.
that evolved for you?
I mean, I feel like every character that any of us write is going to at least be reflective of ourselves,
Mm.
even if it's like a not good character. Like there was a character in Follow Me who was like a stalker. He's like not a good character. But I'm certain that there are some
There's
traits of myself
yeah,
that are,
Mhm.
absolutely.
yeah,
Who
Oh,
it's,
hasn't? There's a
it,
reason they say women should work for the FBI, like our internet sleuthing is top notch. Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
funny.
that's amazing. Yeah,
Um,
I see that like in looking at, your character here having, her be that she's been
Yeah.
in more of a former corporate, now she's in the yoga world, like trying to find something different in her life, kind of this
Yeah.
this idea of
Yeah, especially as an
yeah,
influencer, that's really interesting to
yeah.
me. I would love to know because, within the genre of romance, we get a lot of like country stars or rodeo stars, or we've read
Hockey, yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
hockey, but like there are some like of these folks who are on
Subgenres.
on a stage of some kind, right?
Mhm,
Whether
performers
that's
and yeah,
social media or a performer
yeah.
or something
yeah.
like that. What made you lean into that social media side of, getting this? Because I know it's another external pressure that I think you're putting on this character to push her
Yeah.
Yeah,
along.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the reasons that I write a lot about social media
Hmm.
and kind of just like the darker side of the internet in general, is kind of just a factor of like my age. Like I'm a
Yeah.
millennial.
Same.
Hey,
Hey,
welcome.
welcome.
Yeah. And so, like I remember before we had Facebook and
Before
it's
the internet.
When I had my top 8 on
On
MySpace, and
MySpace,
then
yeah, you
MySpace.
ranked your
yes,
friends, yeah.
and then I
Yeah.
was on AOL chat. Yeah, anyway,
Right.
go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. And I feel like I just am still embarrassingly just a bit baffled by
Yes,
all of
Yes,
the internet
all of it.
and
all of
and
it.
kind of like
Yeah,
the inclination that some people have to share so much of their lives. So that's
I
something that
agree.
always interests me, but then I'm also kind of interested in the idea of people who not only share things, but create their own personas, like create these new personas and like how they
Yep,
determine
absolutely.
what
Yeah,
to share, where to draw the line between like
yeah,
what's done and like what's their actual real life.
yeah.
And so that those are just things that I find really
Yeah.
interesting and cannot stop writing about.
Yeah,
Probably
I do
continue to
think
write
that
about.
That's fascinating, I
yeah, I
agree.
mean, I'm
Yeah,
sure and as a reader, we love it because we get to it's aspirational. We get to put ourselves in that place and go,
right.
"Well, what would I do if I was a social media
Yeah,
influencer?" And all of a sudden I'm getting hate from everywhere,
yeah.
and then,
Had
my
some kind of
fiance has
celebrity, yeah,
disappeared and like
yeah.
it's like, what do I do now,
Yeah. How do I react to
How do
this?
I
Yeah.
react
I
to it?
feel like we have a lot of conversations with our kids too
Oh
about,
yeah.
like you said, of what you put out there and how much of their lives people share and knowing that it's permanent and
Yeah.
seeing all the ways in the media that it's coming up constantly. Oh, 17 years ago you said,
Exactly.
Yeah.
and how do you stand by that? And so yeah, I know. I think
Absolutely.
that's definitely fascinating. And I think just that struggle I've seen you post too about this struggle between staying present, but then also knowing like I need to take pictures for this
Yeah.
post or for,
Yes.
for to document what I'm doing. And that's such a
Especially
struggle.
when it's part of your job and,
Yeah.
making sure people know what's
Yeah.
going
I
on
think
for
it's
sure.
great to see the characters struggle with that too and how
Yeah.
yeah.
That's definitely, I'm sure, a big part of your day thinking about like how do I get the message out. But I guess my question then would be like, as we're talking about the writing process, what does a normal day of writing look like for you? Like, is it you have music on, dim the
Yeah.
lights, and
What's the vibe?
because I've
Oh,
got incense over here. That's my thing. I got a little
that's
incense
nice.
going, and I kind of
Yeah.
try to bring it
And
down.
we have Adele
Yeah, we
playing
have Adele.
today.
Well, you
Yeah.
can't see
Oh,
my
where is
Adele,
it?
but she's back
Oh,
there.
it's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't have much of like a vibe when I write. I just so I get the kids out the door and then I come and I sit at my desk, which is here in the corner of my bedroom. You can see I've
Yeah.
got a enormous stack of books behind me,
I
but
love it.
the rest of the the rest of the room is just my bedroom.
I
And
love
I've
it.
got this little tiny desk and I do have a window, which is nice because I
That's
get
Mm.
nice.
um but otherwise I just kind of sit here at my computer. I cannot listen to music when I
Yeah.
write because
Mm,
I start transcribing the lyrics.
They just seep in from ear to fingers. It's
Yeah,
just straight out.
yeah,
Yeah,
well, and it seems
Yeah.
like too you like kind of a distraction-free
Oh,
environment, it
yeah.
sounds
I
like, just like a
do.
really focused space, and I think
Yeah.
that's important, knowing what works best for you and your brain and
Definitely an
things like
instrumental
that.
I
kind
Yeah.
of
do
writer.
have where did it go? Oh, maybe I've lost it. Oh, I have this little bit of inspiration on my desk, which is it is a tiny frame that says, oh, I guess you can't see it, but it says write book. My son one day came home from preschool and wrote a to-do list, which included in its entirety, write book.
Right book. That is
That's fantastic.
And
I
I
love
love it.
that.
So
And
I
I
told
love
I
that you
need that.
framed it and,
Yeah.
that's so special. How old is
I
he now?
now he's 7.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
Yeah.
so cute. I love that you have that and, like, that's that's the
that's
focus.
the to-do.
That's the North Star.
That is the
Yeah,
to-do
that's
today.
great. Well,
Right.
to focus too just a little bit on the book, both things are true. So just a quick overview or summary for our viewers. So it's focused originally on Jack and Vanessa, and he's your crypto bro. And she's the yoga instructor, former media, marketing media, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
And he abandons her a little bit and flees the country with some claims of fraud. And so her whole life has to be rebuilt. And she ends up moving in with a sister, which puts her back in contact with Sam, her first love.
Mm.
And so it's all about, her and her rebuild and second chance romance and sisters. And so really, really excited to talk a little bit about this. And I'm gonna be honest, when I first started it, I thought it was a love triangle. I didn't fully understand yet. And I was like, what redeeming qualities does Jack have? I'm like, am I supposed to like this guy?
Yeah.
I was so confused. And so then when I got more, I was like, oh, okay. I
Yeah.
just had a misunderstanding that it was a love triangle. And I was like, oh, wait, no.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. But no, just and so I think too, like we talked about that she's has a little bit of a celebrity status and this online presence, and so she has to think about how that is going to impact her and how that might impact the people that are around her in her life, and so
Absolutely.
just first of all, I'm curious about the title. I love
yeah.
it so much, and I had a personal connection with it a few years ago in therapy. I was just kind of talking about like childhood stuff, and I was saying like, well, these things happened, and I know like this person was doing the best they could, but I still got hurt or I still have these lasting memories. And my therapist just looked at me and goes, yeah, and both things are true. And it was just the most simple
You're like,
thing. And now it has just become a core phrase in my life that I say all the time. And it has really helped so much. So when I saw that was the title, I was like, oh, I wonder where that came about and
Yeah.
what the significance was, because I immediately connected with it. I was like, I love it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had like a better story, but frankly, it was just that I was kind of like in the weeds with the book. I was writing some different scenes. I was really trying to nail what I was hoping would be like an emotional scene between Vanessa and Sam later in the book. And I was kind of struggling to figure out how I was going to get all the things that I needed them to say to each other inside that scene. And so the way I was doing that was I was just kind of walking around my house, like speaking out loud, pretending
Oh,
that
yeah.
like it's them and like having these conversations. And I just came up with
It just,
I just came up
came
with
out.
that
It
line
just,
as we were we. When I say we,
Yes. No,
yes.
yes.
Oh, yes.
me and the characters.
As you were all talking. Yeah.
Yes, as y'all were having a conversation in
Mhm.
your kitchen. Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
I love it. No,
Um,
that's
That's
great.
no,
fantastic.
it just kind of came to me, and but like as soon as it did, I was like, oh, I was like, this is it. This is kind of like the point that
Yeah,
I didn't
Mhm.
necessarily like latch on
absolutely.
to earlier.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. What is that point that you're talking about from the
Oh.
blueprint for a book? What was the point that you want readers walking
Oh,
away
yeah.
talking about with the book?
yeah. Well, the point that I really want people to walk away from is that, or to walk away with, is that, you know, people can talk a big game about romance, and like it's nice to like have romance, but you really have to get comfortable with yourself and love
Yeah,
yourself
Oh, yeah.
first,
love that.
before you're going to be able
Absolutely.
to
All
love.
about that journey. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
For sure.
fantastic. I love it.
Great. Do
Are
you
you,
want to play a game?
I was going
We
to
were
say,
gonna
are you up?
sneak a game in here with you if
Yeah, let's
possible.
do it.
Board for a game? Okay.
All right.
So
Tell us about the
the
game.
game is inspired by Both Things Are True, the
Okay.
new novel. So we thought it'd be fun to play. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to read two statements that may sound contradictory. And so you and Matt can kind of take turns responding, but you can either pick a side or say both things are true and argue why both things are true. And she may have a leg up on you being
I
a
know.
lawyer about
I
arguing
know.
from
Wait a
some
minute.
point.
This is a
Uh,
bad idea.
Yeah, so I'll start with something kind of simple. So the first statements are first love is real and meaningful, or first love is only puppy love. So Kathleen, do you want to take that one first?
Oh, sure. I mean, I guess I
Wow.
will argue for both things being true.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start with the second part about it being puppy love. I think in many cases that's probably true. Obviously I can't speak for like every single that's me.
Right, yeah.
They are like
Not universal.
saying, like obviously I can't speak for everyone. Um, but I think most people believe that they experienced their first love as a teenager, and I know that you guys have had a
I
long
was gonna,
relationship, but
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people when they have those relationships don't necessarily know exactly who they are or what they
Yes.
want. So,
absolutely.
that
Absolutely.
yeah. So it might
Totally.
not
There's
be
a
sorry.
lot of growth that needs to happen in there for sure.
Yeah.
Where it's
Yeah.
like, and I was gonna say the same thing. Like we've been together since we were
Yeah,
15,
16. Yeah.
16.
Met
Oh
when we were
my
15.
gosh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's a long time.
Millions of years
That's like
ago.
4 or 5 years ago now.
Isn't it?
But yeah, no, I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
Like we always talk about, growing together and growing apart, and there's going to be cycles where both happen,
Yeah.
but you need to choose each other and do it. And I think both are very true. Like
Yeah, both
Yeah.
it
things are true.
is. It could
Yeah,
be
we
very
tell our
puppy love,
boys,
but
we're like, listen, we have no regrets. We're so happy. We're best friends. However, we are the
we
statistical
are the
anomaly.
outlier.
So focus on
Yeah.
you, get to know yourself first, do your growing, go to therapy, do
Yeah.
all this
Do
stuff.
your stuff first.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
both things are
Okay,
true
both
for sure.
things
Yeah.
are
All
true.
right.
Yeah. Oh, and so I'll just
Okay.
finish that. And so but I think that
Yes.
the first part of it that like, can be true and meaningful is not only true because of like what you guys were just saying, but also even if it doesn't work out, I think it's an experience that like definitely like changes a lot of
Oh,
people.
Well,
yeah. That's a
Like
great
help,
point.
kind of build their
Yeah.
for
personality
sure.
going forward.
Yeah. You carry things
100%.
with you, those lessons, and take those into future relationships. That's a
Absolutely.
great point. Good. See, both
Good.
things are
See,
true.
both things
I
are
like
true.
it. I
I need a
like it.
stamp. Let me get a stamp.
Okay. I'm going to toss this into Matt first. We'll
Oh,
see what he says. Okay.
okay.
Open door romances
Right.
make readers more connected to the characters, or
Okay.
closed door romances leave more to the imagination. This is something we've talked about. Like, what are we going to
Oh
do?
boy.
Open or closed doors?
Oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna go both are true
Yeah,
again.
both things are true.
I think with the open doors, some people really connect with that and how the physicality of a person is and their thoughts in those
They learn
moments.
things about
They
the
learn things
character.
about the characters. On the flip side, there are a whole nother subset of people where it's almost like this is a weird example, but like in a scary movie where they don't show you the monster,
Oh,
the monster in your head is always what
Almost
you want
worse.
it to be,
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think, the closed door also works because you can envision more of how you want their love story to be. So I'm going to go with both.
Okay.
I don't
Both
know.
things are
What do you
true.
think,
Yeah.
Kathleen?
What's your thought?
Yeah. I actually agree with you and for mostly the same reasons. Yeah. I think when it's open you get to see more about how the character like processes things and like there's like incredibly intimate moment.
Yeah.
Mm.
But when it's closed, you can kind of fill in the blanks a little bit
You
more
gotta
with like
infer it a little
Whatever
bit.
you want it to be. Yeah. I
Whatever.
love it. Okay. All
Maybe
right.
they're into your kink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who knows? Who
See,
knows?
who knows? Well, I guess they could be. You could ensure that they are, because if it's closed door, you could be like, yeah, I know
Yeah.
that they are. They love what I
When
love.
somebody asks me about it, yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you know?
Well, it worked in my head. Okay. All right. I'm going to toss this one to Kathleen first. So
Okay.
this is kind of a nod to both things are true
Oh.
and follow me. It's about social media.
Okay.
So social media connects us. Social media isolates us.
yeah. I mean, I think both things are definitely true. I mean, and that is I think kind of like the tension that underlays a lot of what I write.
Yep.
Because on the
Mm.
one hand, I love social media because I'm able to not only like stay in touch with like people that I've met that I wouldn't otherwise be able to stay in touch with. I'm able to like meet readers and other writers who live across the country
Sure.
or the world, and I would never get that opportunity. But also, I mean, it makes it incredibly easy for us to just kind of like pull into ourselves
Yeah.
and just like focus our worlds like online instead of
Yeah.
being out and like connecting with everybody. I go to like meetings at my kids' school, and for the most part, everybody's like chatting and stuff. But you always see people
Yeah.
just like on their phones.
Mhm.
To the phone. Yeah. Yeah. For
You're missing
sure.
an
Yeah,
opportunity.
Yeah.
I very much agree. I think it definitely keeps people closer in a way where it's funny because this is a couple of years ago, give me a decade or two. We met up with some old theater friends. We met in theater
Mhm.
and
Had like a little high
we're all
school
like, let's all get
reunion. Yeah.
together, theater people. And we get together and it was kind of like awkward and quiet because we all knew each other and what was going on because we'd already seen it.
We'd seen
you
our
know?
whole lives. Yeah.
Um,
There was
uh,
nothing to catch up.
so I think
Yeah.
it keeps you in touch with maybe a wider net of people. On the isolation side, I think just the existence of trolls makes it where it's like it's not always
Yeah.
the best. People get real confident and behind their keyboard. And so
Mhm.
I think both can very much be true. Of course, the answer to all these is somewhere in the middle,
Right.
right? Like there's no black and white. We know this, but
Well, and I
yeah,
think too, generationally, it's different because,
Yeah,
like you
true.
said earlier, you as an elder millennial, you're deciding what you share of yourself, where you draw the line. Whereas I feel like digital natives, like our kids, it is all one thing. It's
Mhm.
all one piece. I don't think that they
true.
necessarily see a separation. And so when we're trying to get them to understand of, hey, these people are posting their highlight reels. They're not posting themselves crying or the bad grade they got or the, kid broke up with them or whatever, unless it's for content. But, I don't know that they feel as much of that separation as we do of like
Yeah,
the public life versus private life. And so I feel like that's a conversation we try to have
Interesting.
too. But yeah, I love
We could
that.
talk forever about social media.
I
That's
know,
my
I know. It's a
background
big
too.
one.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
we could do all
Especially
this
with
social
her
media,
writing
but
about it. I
anyway.
know. Okay. Another one here. I'll start
Yeah.
with you.
I mean,
We'll do two more.
okay.
Deadlines kill creativity or deadlines fuel creativity?
Oh boy, that's a tough one. Oh man, it's a really tough one for me with my ADHD
Yeah.
and my squirrel mentality.
Trying to focus.
The focus for real is an issue sometimes.
Yeah.
So having the deadline forces me, like, because I'm even with the book that we're writing, I am doing the cardinal sin, which is I'm writing pages and then the next day going back and reading those pages, and then I'm stuck in that loop of let me just change that word, and then
Which I saw your advice. Don't do that.
the advice
Just
was
get the
don't
draft
do that.
written. Yes.
So I think for me it kind of helps creativity, but I can also
Maybe
I don't know. It's tough.
fuels you to complete what you're doing,
Yeah,
but maybe
completion,
not your
maybe.
creativity
Yeah, that's
necessarily.
true.
So both things are true though. What do you think, Kathleen?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. There are, a deadline can really help you stay focused.
Motivate.
So,
You know, like I kind of like live and die by my calendar. And even if I don't have like an external deadline, I will set myself an internal deadline.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know if that necessarily like makes my creativity better, but it does keep me here at my desk,
Yes.
yes.
working
Right
toward
book.
a goal.
Right
Yes.
book.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, I'll finish it out with this one inspired by the book.
Okay.
Dolly Parton is the GOAT. Beyonce is the GOAT.
Oh. All right, Kathleen's got to go
I know,
first.
I know.
That's a
Oh,
tough one.
I mean,
They were both spotlighted.
that is tough. You know, I think that I know that like goat implies only one.
That's true.
It's a tier. I say it's a tier.
It's a
Yeah.
goat tier. S tier.
Because I think that they're
Yeah.
both incredible in their own way.
Yeah.
The reason that I focus so much in the book on Dolly Parton is just my kids are small and they have been getting books through her imagination library from when they were
Awesome.
born through the time that they were 5.
Yeah.
And just like getting a book in the mail every month has just been
So cool.
so magical for them.
Yes.
Really inspired their love of reading.
I love that.
And so like for, I will give Dolly the edge there because that
I
alone
love it.
brought so much joy to my like immediate home.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Truly made a difference. Yes, I love it. I love it.
I think this is the hardest one so far. Honestly, for me, it's like
Yeah. Like you said, they're both in their own right. They've done so much. They've contributed so
It's
much.
like saying, what's the best kind of food? And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Italian and I like
They're
Mexican.
both just boss babes. you know? Yeah.
I'm gonna say both is true. I think they're
Yeah,
both on the
both things
tier.
are true.
They both bring
Yeah.
energy, excitement, fun, creativity, like
Yeah.
energy to the world, which
Yeah.
is what we need from these folks. And
And I feel like are so giving
it's a
of
tough one.
themselves too,
Yes.
to, the
Yeah.
things that are important.
Oh,
And
man.
yeah, I
That's
just,
a tough one.
Yeah.
goodness, all the stuff Dolly has done is like, oh,
Yeah.
she's a hero for sure. I love
sure,
it.
for
I
sure,
love it.
for
I'm
Yeah.
glad that
And
she
I
got
love the
the
way that like
spotlight.
both of them have kind of, they're both like in control of their own image on their own terms. Like,
Absolutely.
this is who I am. Like,
They represent all
Absolutely.
those things. Yeah, for sure. I love it.
Okay.
Well, we can.
Let me
well,
put the fanfare here. Curtain
well,
comes down.
we
fireworks.
are so appreciative of your
Yeah.
time today. Thank you so much for
Yes.
hanging out with us. I did want to see if you would talk a little bit about to spotlight your upcoming book in July of 2026,
please.
Sisterhood Above All. It
yeah.
was inspired by Bama Rush.
Yes.
Oh my
That
gosh.
is
Yeah.
so cool. I
Yeah.
was addicted. It's
Oh.
continue to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm really excited about it. I was Greek in college, and I have been pitching my agent various sorority themed books for a
Nice.
while. But yeah, I was able to connect with Amaya Shaheen, who's one of the Bama Rush girls, and we
Awesome.
came up with this thriller that is a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, right?
I'm so excited for that too. That's
Yeah.
gonna be on my TBR on
Yeah, that's a
Goodreads
good one.
right away. That's so fun. Yeah. Well,
Awesome.
thank you again for
Yeah,
your time
your
and
time,
your advice.
advice,
Yeah, just
thoughts.
expertise.
Yes,
Well,
we're
yeah, thank you
excited
so much
about
for
the book.
having me. Good luck
Of
with all of your
course.
projects.
Thank you
We'll
so
see. We'll see
much.
how it
It's
goes.
so nice to meet you.
Well, for everyone out there listening, Kathleen's new novel, Both Things Are True, is out right now.
Go get it.
It's smart, heartfelt, and full of those wonderful contradictions we were talking about that make these love stories so, so real. So please go out there, pick up a copy, check our show notes down in the link, down in the bottom here for the links to Kathleen's website and socials.
All the things.
But Kathleen, seriously, thank you so much. Thank you again.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Hopefully it wasn't too painful. I didn't do too many crazy things.
I was gonna say only one yoga pose.
I know.
Pretty good.
I didn't do any accents this time.
Yeah, he struggles
not
with
good.
the
I
accents.
struggle.
Yeah, no. No,
Anyway.
thank you. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
thank you,
Thank you so much.
That game was so fun. I'm glad we got to do that.
Because both things are true.
Both things are usually true.
Thank you again to Kathleen for spending some time with us. You can find her at KathleenBarber.com or on Instagram at KateLizaBee. That's KateLizaBee on Instagram.
It's also in the show notes.
In the show notes, yep. Find her there. But just so appreciative of her time.
Yes.
All the good things we learned. Please definitely put it here. Go pick up. Both things are true.
We can put it right here.
Ah.
Wait, no, let me put it right here.
Oh, that's not nice.
All right, I'll put it right here.
Which the people listening are so confused.
It's moving around on the screen. Get it out of here.
Okay. But go pick it up so that you can put it wherever you want it.
You can. And I heard through the grapevine and my checking account that you're meeting another writer this weekend.
I sure am. I'm meeting several writers. Actually.
Oh my
I'm
goodness
very
gracious!
excited.
Where are you going?
By the time you hear this, I'll have already met them. We're talking from the past. I'm going to. Well, the event is in Wisconsin, but we're flying into Minneapolis, St. Paul, which is in Minnesota.
It's Abby country.
It's Abby country.
Hey, y'all.
Abby Jimenez. No, that's not.
Hey, everybody.
No, that's
No?
not it. No,
Okay.
no. But yeah, so we're having a little Abby tour. I'm going with a good friend of mine, and we're doing a little Abby tour, going by her Nadia Cakes cupcake shop and a few of the places she's written about in her books. And then we'll go to the book conference and meet some authors. It's a big focus on women and female authors, LGBTQ, like just really exciting. It's a great event that we're going to go to, and there's like a pajama party with Wicked. They're going to show the movie Wicked, and then there's going to be a tattoo artist doing flash tattoos, so that's kind of cool. And then on Saturday there will be like workshops and panels, and then Abby is speaking on Saturday, and we get to meet her afterwards and
You get a ticket to meet Abby for the second time.
Yeah, I met her last summer, and now I get to meet her again, so I'm really excited.
Okay. Well, I do think, as I knew we were going to talk about this, so I wanted to present something to you right here in the podcast.
Great.
I think it might be helpful if you and I do a little role play, outside the bedroom for once,
Oh my
where
gosh.
it's like, what would happen when you approached Abby? Like, what are you gonna say? What is she gonna say? Because I think we need to practice this,
Uh-huh.
to make sure that you're ready.
Do we?
So,
We need to?
so let me be Abby. Hold on, put my hair back.
Oh, you're at okay.
I'll be Abby. Let me get Stuntman Mike here. Okay.
Yes.
Tess is down here. Oh,
Yeah. Ruining, yeah.
oh. Okay. And now I'm Abby. And I'm signing books. Oh, hi. How's it going?
Hi, Abby. Good to see you again. We
Thanks.
met in
Again?
Dallas last year.
Dallas. Dallas. Oh, yeah. Dallas. I've been there.
Yeah.
Matt Villanueva lives there.
Does
He's
he?
so
I've
attractive.
heard of him.
You should look him up.
He is pretty cool.
Anyway, what should I write in
It's
this
so
book?
good. Just like great to meet another
Great
Matt Villanueva fan.
to meet another MV fan.
Yeah.
Abby. Okay.
Great. Yeah.
And scene. See, I think that might be how it goes.
Do you think?
It might be. Let's try it again. Um, well, I'll continue to be Abby, Stuntman Mike, Tessa. Woo. Okay. Hey, how's it going? It's nice to see you.
Hi, Abby. I'm
Hi.
Andrea. Nice to meet you.
Angela?
No, Andrea.
Andrea. Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
it's so nice. It's so nice.
It's nice to meet you.
So are you from around here?
No, flew in from Dallas
Oh,
for this event. I
wow,
heard
that's
you
pretty-
were speaking, and we wanted to make a little Abby tour.
Oh, really?
It's been a bucket list goal of
Well, I
mine.
hope
Yeah.
you got to Nadia Cakes.
Oh yeah, several times
good.
actually.
Oh, wow.
More
Okay.
than once, yeah.
Good. Well, it's nice to meet you. I like your shirt. Is that your husband's face on your shirt? Wow. You
Yeah.
really are repping your husband these days.
I can't leave the house without him.
Wow, you must really love your husband. Well, what do you want me to write in this book for you?
Oh, just I know Stuntman Mike loves to wear all his fun shirts, so just the Stuntman Mike Doglet Nation
Okay. Stuntman
T-shirt
Mike,
club. Does
T-shirt club.
Stuntman Mike want a shirt with Matt's face on it?
Definitely. I mean, I already bought him a sweatshirt.
Oh, good. Actually, I have one right here.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, to
Okay,
add to his
thank you.
collection.
I'll put it in my pocket.
Yeah, that'll be a T-shirt for the summer. He can wear a sweatshirt in the winter. I know it gets cold up here.
Okay. And
Great.
scene. See? I think we're getting some good stuff here.
I feel so prepared.
I feel
for
like
this
you're
meeting.
prepared.
I'm not even gonna be nervous anymore because
You shouldn't be.
I feel like I already have the script for
Okay.
what she's gonna say.
How about this then? Let's switch roles.
Oh my gosh.
You be Addie, and I'll be you.
I'm terrified because I feel an accent coming on.
What do you mean?
I know how you love to do your accents, and the way you imitate me is so not
What?
how I
Are
sound.
you trying to preface the scene? I don't.
I'm fearful,
don't
is what I'm
understand.
saying. I don't. I'm scared to do this because
Okay.
you have like this is
Okay.
for the listeners and viewers.
Okay.
When we were younger, if we would get in an argument, Matt would start imitating me with this really dramatic accent as a way to get me to laugh. So then I wasn't mad anymore.
Hmm.
And I don't know if we actually resolved anything, but it got me laughing. And so that has been, the boys think it's hilarious. So, okay, I guess we'll see in the scene how I sound.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get Stuntman and Woo Tess.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, hey, how are you?
Oh, hi. How's it going?
Oh,
It's so good to see you.
are you from
Yes.
around here?
Well, I am from around here. Well, not really. My name is Andrea, and I am from Dallas, Texas. That's, the great Lone Star State, back where I dig coal, and I'm a coal miner.
Well,
I like to read.
unfortunately, we don't have
What?
long. Let's just take a quick
Okay,
picture and send
hey.
you on your way. It was so
Okay.
nice of you
It's
to
good.
come.
Hey, quick question. Can you sign my book?
Sure. How would you like me to address
I would like you to write to my Southern Queen, comma, Andrea. Okay, there's some A's in there. And then I want you to write your name. And then
Thank you for telling me to sign my own
once
name.
you write your name, I would just like you to kiss it. Put a little lipstick in there so I can
That's an
know it for
offer.
later.
That's an
You know what I
offer.
mean?
So I think I'm going to decline that one, but thank you so much.
well-
Maybe you know what? I'll have Tess kiss it.
Okay,
She loves
that
to give
works.
kisses. Okay.
That works.
Have
Okay.
a great day and a fantastic life.
Thanks.
Okay, see?
Is that not how it's going to go?
Oh, I hope not. Oh my gosh.
Are you sure?
I don't think I'd fly home. I don't know.
I'm
jump in one of the Great Lakes. I don't
trying
know.
to help you.
Yeah.
I'm here in service to you.
That's a
Okay.
service. Okay.
All right, one more time. We can do this.
Oh
I'll be
my
you.
goodness. I'm scared to go now. What if these things happen? You're gonna be me again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, top of the morning to you.
No.
It's me. It's me, Andrea. It's
It's my handler. This
it's
guy's
so
gotta
good.
go.
Oh,
Mr.
come on.
Jimenez, come get him.
Okay.
Her.
Oh,
Take her away. She's scared
you
to
don't
start
think that's
midnight.
it's gonna go?
No, I don't. If I burst into an Irish accent that I've never in my life done when I meet her, I would be absolutely shocked.
She would probably be shocked too, but that would be memorable. See? Do some promo for the podcast.
I don't know that I want to be memorable
Oh,
that way.
happy Hamanas.
No, but I am
How
very
about-
excited to meet her again.
That's gonna be exciting because I went the first time. I met her too.
Yeah, that's true.
I saw her,
That's true.
met her.
She's
So,
wonderful. I'm
That's gonna be
excited.
fun. I'm excited. I'm jealous of your little trip.
Thank you.
So who's gonna take the kids to school and pick them up
Ooh.
and?
I was needing to have a discussion with you about that.
Can they just stay at school?
Maybe.
Can they just have the house, me and Stella? We could like watch movies and stuff.
Guess you can do whatever you want. I mean,
Okay, you heard it. You heard it. Judge, when you're reviewing this footage, you heard it.
I didn't say I think it's a good idea or even legal, but I
What
guess
kind
you
of-
can do what you want. But
Okay.
thank you everyone for joining us today. Find us online at ournextchapterpodcast.com or on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Our Next Chapter Podcast. You can sign up for our non-existent newsletter at
https://
This is not a
www.
good bit.
dot
This has
our
to stop.
next chapter podcast.com.
If you sign up at the website when we publish our book,
What was the
your
website again?
name will be included at the back of the book as one of our OG fans and
Sure.
supporters. So we're so grateful. You can email us at
Yes.
ournextchapterpod@gmail.com.
Yes.
Any of the ways. Send a carrier pigeon, smoke signal.
I like it. And thank you again, Kathleen. Seriously, what
Kathleen
an amazing.
Barber,
She was a
thank
joy to
you.
talk to
Go
today, y'all.
find her book. Both things are true.
That's right.
Yeah, go find
It's
it.
out.
Read
It's
it.
ready for
I
you.
know, I'm in the
Go
middle
see
of it right now, and it's fantastic. So
Awesome.
yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you so much. Until then, I love you.
And I love you.
You're not really gonna leave the boys at school, though, right? I don't have to worry about that.
If I get more time with Stella.
Are you gonna feed them though?
You know how much those boys eat?